Good Wednesday morning. We are live from the top of the Empire State Building. And
the bottom floor of Malgi Parts and Service.
That is probably the truth. We are in Fed quarters, Malgi headquarters. We are in Bayonne, New Jersey, about 15 minutes outside of New York.
Depending on traffic.
So nice, they named it twice. Depending on traffic. We are here. East Coast time is, set your clocks, 10:27 a.m.
Correct.
So
tell me, what is on the West Coast?
On the West Coast, it would be 7:27 a.m.
Yep.
And in the Midwest, it's 8:27 a.m. Welcome, wherever you are. Either way, it's morning. So good morning, good day. Welcome to another Fired Up Live. We got the blaze behind us as per usual. And we're fired up. I don't think we stay fired up all day. By the end of the day, I am so worn.
100%.
I don't even know what happened, but the fire sizzles. I get some rest. I come back. I wake up fired up. I bring this with me. I bring it every day. What is going on? We are fired up about a few things. Obviously, I got to keep talking. Fed conference, a.k.a. FedCon. FedCon.
I have to change the logo.
We're going to change it. No big deal, right?
Nah.
Shouldn't be a big deal. So FedCon. What is going on for FedCon? I think we're getting closer to a venue and some dates. I may not have to go to Arizona, but I still might. I don't know. I got to figure some things out because this other venue is kind of piquing my interest.
Jared says it's 8:28 here.
8:28, and that I believe is Canada. I believe Jared is our neighbor to the north. So yeah.
And I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Good to see you. No, I might go back to Arizona. I don't know what's going to happen. If I have this feeling like I got to go check this venue out, I'm going to go because I want to make sure that this is the biggest, most beautiful experience for the attendees, for the sponsors, for everybody involved. We're looking to put on FedCon. It's a conference for food equipment people, marketing, sales, service managers, anybody that wants to understand the importance of digital branding and marketing in 2021, 22, and so on and so forth. We're going to be bringing things to the table, things that, the industry needs. There's a void. We're filling it. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
So thefedgroup.com, come and close. Lisa's working on a lot of things. I know I have some homework I got to do too. Yeah. And we're getting to the point where thefedgroup.com is going to launch. We're going to release ticket sales. We're going to release sponsorship packets. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to have some heavy hitters coming to this thing, some major keynotes. So you're going to want to be there. You're going to want to be in attendance. You might want to sponsor. There's going to be a lot of creative opportunities for that. I mean, we're going to figure out, I'm going to have to get with Taz, our Midwest region leader, to see what he thinks. Roger, FedCon. We're going to have to talk with Taz to see what he thinks the signature drink for the entire conference should be, because we're going to have a signature drink the entire time you're there. And that's just one little fun thing. We're planning on having some other. I can't divulge it all.
Don't.
I can't release it all. We'll release it all.
Especially because I don't think the drink is for the entire time.
It's not for the entire time.
It's for our opening ceremony.
It's for our opening ceremony.
I gotta correct your facts here.
Jeez, I don't know what's going on. But listen, FedCon is going to be legit. It's going to be the real deal. We started this thing. First one was back in Miami in 2020 before the pandemic hit. 70 tickets plus sold. Great sponsors. And we're going to do it again. And we're anticipating more than double the people because it's real what's going on here with the digital stuff. And the pandemic slowed down the momentum, but it also opened up minds and eyes to the power that we have here that we could be bringing to the table. And through this live, I would love to get some more people's ideas and thoughts. So throw them in the comments of anything you want to see content-wise at FedCon Arizona 2022. Let us know. What do you want to see? What's on the top of your mind that you want to see? If we can figure it out or we can work it in, we will bring it. We will bring it to the table.
Absolutely.
So we'll talk about a bunch of different things today. If you want to jump on this live with me, let me know. I'm sure there's only one person that's going to want to jump on this live, and his name is Taz. Because there you go.
Roger says red carpet interviews.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Red, aka Fed Carpet interviews will be going down. So make sure you are ready.
Oh man, that makes me want to tell them about our idea. But maybe, okay, I'm getting overzealous and excited now.
See what happens when you get fired up? You want to start just babbling about everything. We have to keep some things under wraps for now. But man, the buildup is coming. I feel it. Before Memorial Day weekend, we should have everything released. And we're going to open up ticket sales. There's going to be early bird. And I will tell you this, besides the early bird, you see this text number going down the bottom of the screen? If you're not in my text community, you will not get the inside scoop or my discount. So, hey, Carrie's here.
Yes. She says DEI.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
DEI. Carrie, can you please elaborate as to what DEI is? But good to have you here, Carrie, by the way. I was on Carrie's Food Service for Thought podcast earlier this year.
Okay.
With Justin. Very, very fun podcast. We really got to talk about a lot of things. So definitely go check that out. But what I was saying was, I don't remember.
I was very excited about I was going to mention, you realize that Memorial Day weekend is very soon. Diversity, equity, investment? Inclusion.
Oh, yes. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to reach out to Carrie for this conference and see maybe, and I don't know, Carrie, maybe you want to be involved in this because we're going to be having a Fed Talks stage from what we're kind of the agenda we're putting together right now, and we're going to be looking for women to the women of the food equipment industry to be on that Fed Talk stage. I had to push back. So we were planning the Women's Fed Empowerment event back in 2020 for we were going to do that. Or 20, yeah, well, no, 2020, yeah. So we were going to do it in 2020, but the pandemic hit, obviously, so we had to table that for now. But the Women's Fed Empowerment event is going to be something that we bring back possibly next year as well in the summer over in the New York City area. Beautiful New York Harbor and everything. So we're going to be doing stuff with that. So, but we want to get the women excited and stuff. So. Carrie, I think maybe I'll reach out and see if there's anything that we could do together.
Absolutely.
What do we got? There's some comments coming through?
Sorry, yeah, I'm just, Josh, I just shot you over the StreamYard link. He said he has 15 minutes. Josh!
Oh, this
West
is big.
Coast region leader.
This is big, ladies and gentlemen. This is big.
So hopefully, Josh, let me know if you got that. I will actually also message you on Facebook. Just to make sure.
That's big. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to be in for a treat.
Josh, here he is. And boom, messaged him. All right. Once he comes in, then I will see him, and I'll bring Josh in.
Yeah, what's Jesus got going on?
Vane in your text group. That's where you left at.
What? There's probably some typos.
All right.
I think he's been in the text group.
Oh, been in the text group.
I think yes. I think he is in the text group.
All right.
Thank you, by the way.
We've got our West Coast region leader in the building.
Yes, we do.
You know what?
Author of Blue is the New White, the Blue is the New White podcast, CEO of Windy City Equipment.
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Silver.
Woo!
And there he is.
Hello.
There he is.
What's up, Rich and Fed Nation? How's it going?
What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. So, I meant to ask you, is that your home office or are you at the office?
No, this is my office, but make no mistake, my home office is identical. You would never know the difference. It's fantastic. Same desk, same everything.
Perfect.
It's weird. I got problems.
No, listen, I like it. Trust me. I like it. So what's going on today? Let's we have you on. I mean, there was some things I was going to talk about, but nothing super important really. What's going on? What's going on in your day? Like maybe give a little insight as to what Josh Zone's day is looking like.
Oh yeah, all right, cool. Finally, I get to brag about something. No, I'm just kidding. No, today's busy. I got a management meeting that starts at 8:00 my time. That'll go till about 9:30. Then I'm demoing value add software that I'm thinking about implementing here at Windy City at 10. And then 11, I've got a phone call with somebody just as a reference call. Then at noon, I have a meeting with, I'm part of a group here, a CEO group called Vistage. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
No.
But it's fantastic. So it's basically a board and of local CEOs, and we all get together and just kind of strategize and collaborate. So the chair is coming here today for about a 2-hour meeting. And then after that, I've got a Zoom call with a class of high school students to talk to them all about the skilled trades.
What?
That's awesome.
Damn, you are jam-packed, my friend.
Yeah. And today's not as busy as yesterday, so I'll figure that one out.
Jesus. So you're starting over the managers meeting.
Yes, sir.
So what? I'm obviously not going to have you divulge everything, but what goes on in these manager meetings for the people out there that are saying, I want to have meetings with my team, all this stuff. What are some things you guys are going over in those meetings?
Yeah. So last year we changed the style of our meetings a little bit and focus more on execution. So really, at the end of the day, we discuss anything that's important, anything that anybody was assigned to do since the last meeting, and these meetings are weekly. And then we collaborate collectively on the biggest issues in the company and focus on one at a time in an attempt to solve them. You're probably familiar with this structure, Rich. It comes from the book Traction and the EOS model.
The book, yep.
Yeah, so it's been incredibly productive, in solving issues and moving the company forward. So we do that weekly. Then we meet for a full day quarterly, and then at the end of the year we'll do like a 2-day kind of retreat, big meeting, fun time.
Yeah, nice. So also now you're speaking to via Zoom.
Yeah.
To high school, local high school. It's local, yeah.
No, it's actually in, I believe, Southern California.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting. Okay. And what you have like a whole curriculum or presentation rather that you have ready to go, or you're going to just talk from the heart?
I usually have some kind of a curriculum that I follow. This one in particular, I was asked to just come on and kind of explain to everybody what I do on a daily basis and how I got here and, stuff like that, which, talking about myself isn't really my forte, but I I'll do it for the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, it's important. I was this morning, I had a quick discussion about getting back to these schools in person. I haven't done anything like Zoom, but that might be something interesting to reach out to some of these technical schools, because there's a Lincoln. I don't know if Lincoln Tech. I think Lincoln Tech is national. You guys have a Lincoln Tech out there?
No, I don't think so. We've got an EVIT and an RSI, but other than that, no. Lincoln Tech doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, yeah, I think they're in a couple of different markets, but they're big here in New Jersey. I wanted to get in front of before the pandemic hit. I wanted to get in front of them, kind of just talk to some of the graduating classes, and give an opportunity maybe to two young guys or girls that were ready to jump into the workforce. But I mean, this is something that obviously with Fed and everything we talk about, we want to get the word out there for skilled trades.
Yeah, it's so important, and everybody that's probably watching this right now, and everybody that's in the industry and the business, they know how hard it is to find technicians, and everybody has the same exact question: how do I get technicians? How do I get technicians? And what we're seeing now is a constant cycle, right? A revolving door of all these existing technicians in the industry just hopping from company to company to company, and that does nothing for the industry, as and it's basically just a race to who can offer better benefits, who can pay more, who can provide a better culture, if that's something that you focus on. But really, what are we doing for ourselves or for the industry if we're not encouraging these people to come into it, right? And putting it on this pedestal and letting them know that, hey, this is a real career with incredible benefits and fulfillment and rewards and opportunities. And all of that just isn't talked about. So it's up to people like you, Rich, and up to people like me, and everybody watching right now to really get that word out and let people know that, hey, you know what? This industry is sexy, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought this up because talk about like the industry, like the technician being a revolving door. Everyone's out there, it's like, and listen, I'm putting out commercial style things and trying to attract new talent. I have some of my younger guys in there. I have some of the older guys, some of the in-between guys, all kind of showing what they love about working here at Malachi. But the revolving door thing and technicians go, oh, I'm leaving this person just offered me a $5 to $10 an hour raise, and I'm going here now. So now I lose one, but then someone comes to me and I get it's a Band-Aid. Right. It's not solving the problem. And
no. And what is it doing? What is it doing? Every single time a company comes in and poaches another employee and offers them more money, the entire industry's prices are going up, right? And that directly results the consumer. So not only should the industry be concerned about this, but everybody who utilizes the industry should be concerned about this. Everybody that uses anything that's built by the trades, which I don't know if you've looked around lately, but if you don't get on board, we could have a big problem very soon.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And, I talked about, like, I'm trying to put this test kitchen together, and I got a great company that's going to help me with this hood install that we're doing. But we're not electricians or plumbers by trade. So I have things behind walls and stuff that I have to do permits, and I can't let my guys touch it. Try to find an electrician or a plumber to get to my building is like, it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
If it's hard for me, it's got to be hard for thousands of other people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It needs to be a continued discussion, for everybody.
Yeah, and it is a supply and demand thing. You look at the technicians that are working, like we talk about, there's no shortage of customers and calls. It's a shortage of manpower to take care of them and handle them in a timely manner. So same thing is going on with probably electricians and plumbers, I have to imagine. They're backed up, they're busy. These companies probably have, some have 4 or 5 guys. You have some of the larger ones. Even the larger one gave me like a 2-week time frame that I was like, I'm just going to call one of the big guys and see what they can do. They give me a couple of weeks. I mean, I can't tell my customer 2 weeks. They'd be gone. It'd be over. So we have to understand, I think, as an industry. And like you said, we're just like, why technicians are so expensive? Well, we created this.
Yeah.
We created that bubble. And the only way to counteract it is what you're going to talk to a high school. I mean, we have to get them while they're still in grade school and let them just plant the seed.
In grade school, kindergarten, coming over here.
Absolutely. You know what? There's a coloring book out there. There's a coloring book out there by a good friend of mine, Jamie McMillan with Kick-Ass Careers. And it's meant for grade school age kids, even all the way down to kindergarten. And it's called All the Kids on Builder Street. And it's a coloring book that just lets them know, hey, these professions exist and they're good. So yeah, Lisa, I hear you talking back there, but kindergarten's a great place to start.
Roger actually brings up Marsbound.us introducing the trades K through 12.
Okay.
Marsbound is who I'm doing the talk with later.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. But that coloring book, see, that's something I would love for my nephews to take a look at. I mean, my brother-in-law Chris, who's a technician here at Malachi, also is very big in cars. He loves cars, so he's rapping. He knows cars inside out. So his kids are in their blood is going to be the trade. So introducing them early on, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's their choice. As they get older, they're going to say, I don't really like this. This is what I love,
Absolutely. But they can't say that if they don't know what it is.
Exactly.
But, Rich, this has been great. I've got to go prepare for that meeting.
Yes.
Let me jump on more of these, man. We'll hit some serious topics when I got more time.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. We got to talk about a couple of things anyway. So I'd love to have you on more of these. So we'll schedule you in.
Thanks,
absolutely, brother. Thank you, and good morning, Fed Nation. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, brother.
All right, later, guys.
Later. Look at that.
A special.
That guy is a rock star, man.
Yes, he is. Thank you, Josh, for joining in today.
So Josh Stone, special appearance. Listen, skilled trades, and it's not just we're not just talking about food equipment service, commercial cooking. We're not just talking about refrigeration or HVAC. You know, there's so many things that embody this. You know, we're working out on the street. We see GCs out there. You know, there's plumbers, electricians, there's welders, there's carpenters. So many different avenues that you can take, and it's like Josh said. You know, if we introduce it to them, they can't say they didn't know that. And one of the things that always sticks with me, and Lisa was there filming me when I was at Bayonne High School. You know, how many people? I said, how many kids in this room have heard of the commercial cooking industry and the food equipment service industry? Not one hand went up. They were like, what are you talking about? And I even went on the street by Rutgers University and I was asking them, have you ever heard of it? And one guy said, what do you mean, utensils? But but it was funny and it was kind of cool, but it's also real. Like, nobody knows what we're doing here. Like, I say this all the time. People I come in contact with all the time are like, what is this? I'll be standing,
like a bank.
Yeah, I'm standing outside sometimes and people walking by, what is this building? What are you doing here? And I tell them and they're like, you see like the bewilderment. They're like,
what is that? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good day.
Oh, yeah, like all the ice machines and stuff. Yeah, kind of. My friends, it took them 20 years to figure out what I'm doing here. And I still don't think they know. You know, but it's one of those things that we have to get out there. We have to talk about. I'm going to look into this Mars Bound.
Yes.
I would love the opportunity to get in front of kids in classrooms via Zoom across the country.
Yeah, Roger says he's on the board, so we definitely got to talk about that.
Really?
Yes.
He's on the board? Well, I know a board member. Boom. I'm in. So, yeah, thank you for bringing it up, Roger, and thanks to Josh for letting us know that he's doing that. It's pretty cool. I think that's encouragement for other people across the industry. I will call you, sir. Roger, I will call you.
We have a question.
Jack coming in.
He says, what are your thoughts on the Bayonne Pizza Coalition?
I don't know.
I didn't know that it existed.
Is there a Bayonne Pizza Coalition?
That's
what I would like to know. Jack, I would love to answer your question if you could just elaborate a little bit as to exactly what we're talking about. If we're talking about Bayonne Pizza in general, because maybe he saw my pizza review things.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Bayonne Pizza is some of the best pizza around. You know, I think there's some really good places. And there's some interesting things like Pompeii Pizza. Like, I love Pompeii, but only when I eat it there.
Correct.
I do love getting the pizza there. It's not that it's bad when you get it delivered. It's just, I like eating that pizza there. It's a little different, right? It is.
100%.
And I'm not the only one who says it. I see people reading that all the time. Yeah, so the pizza in Bayonne, I mean, I miss Pizzolinos. That was one of my go-tos. But I will tell you, I think one of my favorite pizza joints right now that my go-to has been lately is La Guardiola.
Okay, yeah, I love
La Guardiola's pizza, and especially when you go in there and you sit down and it comes out piping hot. Oh my God!
Before I bring it back to what we were just talking about, Roger says it's never too early to talk about pizza.
It's never too early to talk about pizza, and lo and behold, everyone here is hungry. It's approaching 11 a.m., so people are going to want lunch.
Yes,
I want pizza now.
Let's get La Guardiola.
Gonna get La Guardiola.
So Mike Reed, bringing it back to the topic. Friends and even family members have no idea what we do.
Mike, I'm telling you, man. Mike, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? I mean, and what's also crazy is that they don't realize that a guy like Mike might have been there 20 minutes prior to them coming in and sitting down and ordering a steak that they might not have been able to order 20 minutes prior.
Yeah.
Because Mike was there. I mean, you know, these char broilers, these grills, these fryers, these different things are going down. And you're in a restaurant. And I think the average person that goes to a restaurant, they're not in the industry. They're not thinking about the back of the house.
Absolutely.
They're not thinking about the equipment. They're not thinking about chefs back there and all these line cooks and all these different things and all these things that go into it. No one's thinking about it. But it's happening. It's happening all around you every single day, every place you frequent. You know, and I see, and it pisses me off when I see all these bad reviews coming through on restaurants. There's a thing in our town called Bayonne Bites that is, these people are brutal. And you understand, this is people's livelihood and business.
Yeah.
And you're complaining about things that Like, people just want to complain. And you're tattletaling on these restaurants because they screwed up one order. I see people saying, I've been going to this restaurant for 20 years. And today it was burnt on top, and I'll never be back again because and they're just ripping them apart over a bad baked ziti dish. So 20 years, it's been phenomenal. You got one bad meal in 20 years.
They might have had to like figure something else out. Maybe something was down that day and they had to improvise that one day.
You know, it's just horrendous. Because most people have no clue what's going on behind the scenes.
Mm-mm.
You don't know what they have to do sometimes to get these meals out. And you know what? Some days they just might be something a little off. We're off. If you're a human being and you're working and you're living your life, you don't have an off day, an off hour, an off minute. Like, give me a break. Oh, they didn't put utensils and ketchup in the bag. Never again. Shun them. Like, what are you talking about? Open up your drawer and take out a fork, man. But I'm getting a little off on a tangent about other stuff.
You are on a tangent, but that's okay.
But the thing here really is about the trades in general. There's things going on behind the scenes, and these are unsung heroes. These men and women that are putting their time, their effort, their knowledge into all of this stuff. There's a lot of passion that goes into this stuff. Technicians are very passionate. You believe it or not, technicians are very passionate about what they do. When they walk into a location, their main objective is to get whatever piece of equipment that was down up and running, and the accomplishment and the pride when they walk out of there and that customer says, oh my God, thank you so much. You don't know what you just did. Thank you. We get emails here. Hey, thanks for sending Gil. Thanks for sending Dave. You don't know what you saved our dinner. You saved my lunch. We could dump. There's real things happening here.
That's why I think our series about techs around the country is going to be really important.
Yeah. And we're going to be bringing you through their eyes little thing that we started on my own social media across the country. We're going to be in touch with some people. We're going to tug on some heartstrings. We're going to put some things together to put out there to promote the trades. And I'm going to love to want to connect with different trade schools across the country to collaborate and figure out how we can really blow this up. And like me and Josh say, we're getting this thing sexy. This is a sexy industry because we're not just attached to repairing equipment with these technicians. There's different pieces of the industry. There's sales, there's marketing, there's service management, there's parts management, there's warehouse management, there's in the trenches with the techs, with the people. There's a lot of different facets that you could come on board into. It's not just one dimensional. There's a lot of things, and I think if we start tugging on heartstrings and showing what these men and women are doing out here, the sexiness is gonna be like, whoa, this is cooler than I thought it was. Because listen, we're directly related to food. We are in the food service business at the end of the day. We're not repairing it, but we're fixing the stuff that people that are using to prepare with. So it's important. And we're gonna get the word out there. Fed Nation is here for a reason. It's not just the connection engine for the industry, it's not just the networking thing, it's so much more. And we're going to evolve it, and we're going to elaborate better. Elaborate is the word of the day. I don't think I've ever used the word elaborate, but we're gonna evolve this thing tremendously over the next 12 to 18 months, and with the Fed membership, and with FedCon, and with the Women's Fed Empowerment event, and the Through Their Eyes, and so many of these different things that are going to come into play. We're going to build the hell out of this thing, and we're going to showcase what this industry actually is. And when you start telling real stories, you start tugging on heartstrings, and you start making it human and real, you're going to start seeing these younger generations, these younger kids like, damn, I want to be a part of this. Because we all want to be a part of something. I'm in this food equipment industry. I feel like I'm part of something. And it's much bigger than me. And that's why, talking with people, I can't wait to get back to conferences. I can't wait to get face-to-face. I'm tired of the Zoom. I'm tired of this. Because it's people. People are the currency. People are what drive this thing at the end of the day. And we can't do it without people. And that's what we're going to do. I'm ending it there.
Yes. Say goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ending this fired up live with you going out into your day, understanding that people are the most important piece to the puzzle for everything we do. Be good to each other. Please, please, please be good to each other. We're gonna make some beautiful, great things happen in this industry together. Love you all. See you later.